Welcome to Science Corner.
Sai here. I am going to do a book review today, and it is on this book, Four Blood Moons by John Hagee. The first thing that I need to explain is what a blood moon is, which is basically a lunar eclipse, and it appears that the moon is red and looks like blood because it's so red. And that happens occasionally. And when it happens 4 of those in a series of 2 years, it's called a tetrad. And tetrads have occurred many, many times, but tetrads that occur in conjunction with Jewish feasts and ceremonies and things are rare. And so John Hagee is pointing out that the last 3 times there have been tetrads that occurred during Jewish festivals or Jewish special times, that something has significantly happened with Israel. The first thing that happened that he talks about, these are the blood moons of 1493 and to 1494. And we can see these are the blood moons, and these are the dates of the blood moons. In there is also an eclipse of the sun turning black. That is what that's all about. Very interesting stuff. But what happened at this time in the Jewish history is that the Jews were expelled from Spain. Let's zoom ahead to the next series of tetrads. This happened in 1949 to 1950. Again, these are all the dates of the blood moons or lunar eclipses that happened. A solar eclipse was again in that midst of the 2-year period. And what happened at this time was the Jews got their nation, Israel. Israel was founded or whatever in 1948. This is in 1949, but it says that the borders of Israel were established in 1949. Next series of tetrads happened in 1967 to 1968. We can see again on Passover and the Feast of Tabernacles another eclipse. And the significant thing that happened at that time was Jerusalem went back to Israel, and it was their town again. Cool stuff. In John Hagee's book, he has the blood moons of 2014 and 2015. Again, it's on Passover, Feast of Tabernacles. There's another eclipse of the sun turning black, and some more moons. And his thing in the book is, last 3 times something significant happened, therefore something significant is going to happen again. But we'll see. I did find this though, which I thought was very interesting. Some things that John Hagee doesn't point out in his book about this coming series of blood moons and tetrads. We can see here that we have, the Passover again, and the first lunar eclipse blood moon, which is going to happen in just a couple nights, starts this 2-year series of the 4 blood moons. There is a total eclipse right in there, and there is also a partial eclipse. Then there's some other things noted on this chart, and this is what I thought was interesting. Right in between here, this is a Shemitah year, or it's the year of rest, similar to a Sabbath day of the week. I guess there's like a Sabbath year of rest that occurs during that time. And also this here, the year of Jubilee, which happens once every 50 years. That the start of the year of Jubilee also happens, which is pretty cool. So I have my own thoughts about this, but I just thought I'd share the facts and let the rest kind of just, mingle in the air. Anywho, Four Blood Moons by John Hagee. Pretty interesting read. All right, well, that's the end of this episode. Thank you for joining me. I just went over that book review of that book that I read. I'll see you next time.